The Urban Farmer's Turkana Expedition, powered by Barefoot Solutions, loyal to the soil since 2015. Well, welcome to the Urban Farmer, guys. We're still in Turkana, and today we're going to be talking about grow bags. We've been walking around the entire site, and once in a while we come across these big bags that have got basil and onions and sukumas and everything growing out of them. And Ivan is going to show us how he makes them here. They actually make them in-house from shade netting. We're going to see that later on, but right now Aasit Shah from Organix is here, and he's going to take us into how you mix this potting soil for the grow bags.
Morning, guys. So we're gonna do potting mixture here for the grow bags, and the soil here you see is very sandy. So what they're doing is taking one portion of sand with one portion of goat's manure, and then we're gonna put in our products for water conservation, which is absorber, which can reduce irrigation frequencies by up to 50%. We're gonna put in our Asili and Earthly. Both the products help in increasing the humus and getting the structure of the soil right. We're adding gypsum to the potting mixture to reduce the pH, to bring it to a slightly manageable level. After application of absorber, Earthly, Asili, gypsum, you need to mix it thoroughly in this potting mixture to make sure that all the products are distributed properly. We're ready now to take this potting mixture to where the grow bags are located, and we're going to fill it up in the grow bag.
Right, so Aasit has already made the potting mixture with the ladies. We're now inside this shade net greenhouse, and this is Ivan over here. Ivan's going to show us how he makes these bags. Ivan.
Yeah, Jonas, so we're in here. We've got these grow bags. We're building them in-house. We've taught the ladies how to do them. Basically, it's a 90% shade net that is the equivalent of 1 meter squared on the ground. But because it's a vertical bag, it's 1 meter cubed. The bag gets cut, it gets stitched, and holes get burnt in with a hot pipe on alternating holes on each row.
So these are where the seedlings are going to go in?
Exactly. Once the bag is built up and soil has been added inside, we're going to just add the seedlings, and then eventually we're just going to finish her off with drip irrigation.
On the top?
On the top, yeah.
And that will go all the way down and reach all the plants?
The idea is that the water goes along the side of the bag, it infiltrates on the side slowly, and the whole bag becomes wet.
Okay, what is the benefits of having a bag like this instead of just growing it like we can see around here?
So basically these bags are quite common in Kenya. They're mainly used in urban places where there's a lack of space. But in places like Turkana, where it's very difficult conditions to grow, these bags are doing really well. Basically, they hardly use any water. They can also be contained soil. So basically through Aasit's mix, we're putting it in here. So it's a very highly nutrient, water absorbing mix that goes into the bag. We have 2 harvests out of it, or 3 or even 4. This bag can take over 100 plants.
Okay, and now in a meter squared, can you grow 100 plants in that?
On a meter squared on the ground, you'd be growing between 10 to 15 plants. And one bag will probably feed a family of 4.
Wow, okay. So what are we going to be growing in the bags?
This bag will contain Swiss chard and managu.
Okay, and that's it?
That's it.
But you can, like you've seen around, you've got basil, you've got onions, you've got all of these.
Exactly. So basically the exterior will be with Swiss chard and managu, and the top layer will carry beetroots or onions.
Okay. So
or a combination of the two.
Should we start
Let's do it.
On, man?
Let's set up the bag.
Interested to seeing this, yeah.
So basically, the bag gets inverted at the bottom.
Right.
And the top gets curled down all the way to the bottom also. So now the idea is to start adding soil. As we build up, we slowly uncurl. And with this pull, we make sure we're making the even distribution of soil across the bag. So it's a uniform bag at the end of it. It doesn't lean to one side or the other. And the soil is very straight and the soil is distributed evenly.
Let's do it, man.
Let's
I'm
go.
going to step back and I'm going to let you and the lovely ladies take over.
So Gina, the bag is now built. It's set up. We can see it's very uniform and nicely compacted. We're now installing the irrigation. We've connected the T.
Okay.
This is a 16mm PE pipe, which is going to be now inserted into the T all the way around.
Right.
And now we're going to fit in some button drippers. These are 4 liters an hour.
4 liters an hour.
4 liters an hour.
Okay.
They're going to go 15 centimeters apart from each other.
Right.
So let's connect it. So we get the T, connect the pipe on either side. Off the T, it sits uniform across the border of the bag. And now with this, we're going to pierce the pipe,
Okay.
so we can start putting the drippers in.
If you don't have drip irrigation, you can still have something like this.
You-
We just have to water
Exactly,
it well.
you can definitely water by hand. It's just more time consuming and less effective.
But for somewhere like here, this is the best thing.
This is the best thing because these drippers are very water effective. So this bag will be completely wet within 30 to 40 minutes.
Wow.
So we're not even using the maximum amount of water these drips are giving us.
So what we're going to do, we're going to put this in, let it get wet, and then come in and plant.
Exactly.
the seedlings.
Once the bag is wet, we'll compact it again if we need to, or add more soil to make it get to the top, and then we'll come in straight with the seeds from the seedlings from the nursery and plant the bag.
Let's do it, man. Right, so we've done the drip irrigation now. We have to wait around 30 to 40 minutes.
Yeah.
Once we come back, we're going to plant in the seeds. It's really, really hot here, so this thing is getting water. Should we go and get some water as well?
Let's go drink some water, Arjun.
Let's
Let's do it.
We've seen how to set up a grow bag, and next week I meet Tony, the nursery manager, to see how he propagates the seedlings and gets them ready for planting.